Hello, everybody. My name is Stephen Loftus, aka Nobody. You may have seen my videos, but probably not. Today, I want to talk about the mystery of the Lost Colony, or the Croatoan mystery, that is plagued with superstition for centuries. Yes, I'm reading this for a script because I have horrible speaking skills. I stir a lot, I stutter a lot, and I mispronounce stuff a lot. So let's get to this. Now, before you watch this video, I want to say I will be giving you the facts, not the superstitious bullshit it has come to be known for. So, in 1856, the Spanish had discovered the New World. Or, sorry, before that. In 1856, Queen Elizabeth dispatched a colony to the New World, trying to take the New World as their own. Now, the colony, all its members, led by author, let's say Arthur Bowell, because I can't read that name. They settled the island called Roanoke Island, which was already inhabited by two Native American tribes. One was the Croatoans, one was the Sacroons. Now, the Croatoans ended up becoming pretty much the Europeans' friends, helping them grow crops and this and that. The Sacroons ended up becoming hostile to them, saying, "Hey, you're trying to take over our land? Fuck you. You're not going to do that." So, after seeing this place had great fertile soil, great water, and an abundance of resources, the colonists decided to take two of the Croatoan Indians back to England to report to Queen Elizabeth the geography and the politics. Now, this time Queen Elizabeth dispatched 5 ships, consisting of around 150 men, women, and children, back to Roanoke Islands. But amidst between coming from Europe to America, a problem happened and the ships lost a lot of its resources and its food, but still continued the journey. Getting there, conflict arose with the Sacroons, which they blamed for stealing one of their silver cups. With this, they went and burned one of the Sacroon villages and burned one of their chiefs at a stake. This, of course, for obvious reasons, did not set well with the Sacroons, who in turn attacked the colony. This forced the leader of the expedition, Arthur Brow, to return to England, vowed that he would return with reinforcements. But upon his return, he discovered all the colony just disappeared. No trace, no evidence. The only thing they found was one skeleton. This made once again this made the leader return, leaving a small force of 15 men to defend the colony. Years later, another leader for a different expedition named John Wright returned to America after Elizabeth deemed the area around Roanoke Island Virginia. Ironically, once they arrived there, John Wright's daughter gave birth to his granddaughter, who in turn they named Virginia after the state. But of course, politics forced them to stay in America, and they decided to go back to the Roanoke Islands to see what happened to the 15 men. Once again, they were gone, no trace. But of course, being human pride and everything, the settlers decided, you know what, we're still going to settle this place, even though 2 times before everybody here just randomly fucking disappeared. So, about, I don't know, maybe a year, I don't exactly know the exact dates, conflicts with the Sacroons built up, and the Sacroons kidnapped an author that was walking along kidnapped one of the European authors walking along the beach alone looking for crabs. This, of course, I know I say of course a lot, but it is of course. John Wright returned to England to gain reinforcements once again. But due to the Spanish War going on, he wasn't able to return for 3 years, which ironically, after 3 years when he returned, it was his granddaughter's third birthday. But once again, he went there, everybody vanished without a trace. The only evidence they found was one word etched into a tree, Croatoan. But due to the Spanish War, he didn't have the profits to go investigate everything and return to England. Thankfully, the Spanish, hearing about the colonization of Roanoke, decided to do the investigating of their own. Eyewitness reports placed 3 European-looking people in the enslavement of the Sacroon Indians, one of which could be identified as John Wright's granddaughter, who was 3. Further investigation, and they went and interrogated the Croatoan Indians, which they were already superstitious. So they spoke of a plague that was brought on by a demonic figure that Christians would consider the devil himself. This plague forced the Europeans to eat each other, which this claim was supported by the fact that Europeans didn't have a lot of food in the colony. So nobody exactly knew what happened. This, of course, forced the human imagination to bring out, oh, it was the demons involved. They made everybody eat each other and kill each other and mysteriously vanish, even though there's no evidence to point anything towards that. The real thing of the superstition that came with it was the fact that a couple other colonies in America also disappeared, and the only evidence they had was the word Croatoan. Also, the famous author Edgar Allan Poe, when he died, Croatoan was etched into his bedpost, and I don't know what her name was. She wrote another lady wrote Croatoan in her diary. It wasn't Anne Frank, I know that, but she wrote it into her diary. This made everybody think, oh my God, this stuff is demonically involved. It's proof there's demons. But there's one thing people miss throughout anything. What is the best way to get away with murder? 1, you kill people and you take them somewhere else so the crime scene can't be found and there's no evidence at the crime scene. And 2, you blame it on another person. Isn't it only logical to think that the Sacroon Indians thinking, oh, a lot of the forces, a lot of the people that are fighting us is gone. Only the men and women there that can't really defend themselves. So they, when it slaughtered them, took the women and children as slaves, buried the men somewhere else to leave no evidence, and wrote Croatoan, which happened to be the name of the friendly group of Indians, into a tree to make the English think, did you guys do this? It couldn't be the Sacroons because they wrote their names in there, and that must be our people trying to say the Croatoans are the ones that did this. I mean, I don't know, it may be demons, it may be things, but the facts point to the thing that the Sacroons was just pointing blame at the Croatoans. I mean, how many times have people tried that in the past? I'm pretty sure more times than demonic possessions have happened. Yeah. So that's just my take on it. I don't know yours. If you have any evidence supporting that, please place it in the comments. Because I would like to know myself. I'm just giving you my take. Alright, that's about it. You have a nice night. I know I will. And have a nice day.